GODFORGE is the game. Amiel is my name. Hello to all of you peeps, welcome back to my channel. And today this video is not about Raid Shadow Legend. This video is actually about a different gacha games. A game called GODFORGE. The creator of this game is Hell Hades and some of his colleagues. Basically a few content creators for the game Raid Shadow Legend who just decided to make their own game. That's actually cool, and this is the game that they are making called GODFORGE, and I'm excited about this game, and actually I am waiting to see this game release and playing it. And today I'm going to decided to show you something about this game, some mini game that they release. You can see it on the screen. It's something that we can do until the early access of the game, until the release of the game. And actually we can get some goodies, free goodies, if you want to do it. In order to get to this page, you need to go into the website of GODFORGE and you need to log in your account. Basically this mini game is you send your champions to mission. You see right over here I have 2 missions to claim. And by that you get in some HR and some rank up, and you can get with those stuff, you can get 1 free legendary, or basically 1 free hero. Of course there will be a legendary. You can get 1 of free portrait. That's actually cool. 1 of these frees. I'm choosing that one. I'm liking it. You can get, if you will get enough ether, 1 free imprint of a champion. Something to think about, and 1 free weapon. Can be even a legendary weapon. So that is really cool. In order to get the free legendary, there is a bit of a twist. You have to log in 20 days at least during that time. Every day you log in, you get 1 of these stuff to claim. You need at least 20, as you see right here, to claim the legendary. And I think this game is end mini game at the end of January, so 41 of January, something like that. So there is around 30 plus ish days. So if you want to start this and you haven't started this already, you kind of need to jump in on this wagon really fast. You cannot wait a lot of days because you do not have a lot of time to secure yourself a legendary. So I guess what I want to do in this video is firstly just basically share with you what I'm doing, and share with you that the hype that I have for GODFORGE, and the fact that I expect, I have anticipation to play this game. I'm waiting for it. Especially I'm waiting for the normalized PvP mode. Hopefully it will drop and will be cool, because that way I will be able to showcase my worth without spending any money. I am a free-to-play player. And also I think I just basically want to share with you my experience playing this minigame, and also tells you a bit about which legendary champion I want to choose and why. Of course all the data are you need to put caveat on all the data. Nothing is secure 100%. Everything can change. Champion that you think is bad can turn out to be good, and vice versa. So you need to take that into account. So let's claim those missions. San Wukong, I got a new recruit. Cool. Claim this, and let's put some mission. You can see right over here that a bunch of the missions are very short one, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and there is some bonus over here. And one of the missions are actually long, 24 minutes and 6 hours. 24 hours and 16 hours, and so I actually will take now 2 of the long missions, basically because I don't know, I cannot log in a lot every single time. So it's kind of good for me, I feel to take long missions. I believe you do not need to play this game a lot to secure the stuff. I already have 16,000 HR right over here. You can see it, and I need basically 55k. I believe I will be able to do it. And yeah, basically the legendary, if I want to get it, I have to log in 20 days at least. I do not think that needs to be in a row, not in a row, just 20 days. So about the legendary, which one to choose? You can see right over here on the screen, I have Athena. Athena, one of the Greek gods. I just have her because she's the only legendary I got so far, but she's not my top priority choice at all. And I guess it's time to tell you a bit more about some legendaries and what is my top choice. Alright, this website, actually cool website, if I can I will link it in the description, shows the champions, you know, that there is already in their kit. We will use this website to look at some of the champs and to explore which champion can be cool and worth playing and worth, you know, trying to get as a free legendary. So I have a list. First thing, actually, I don't know if you know, but in GODFORGE, like similar to Raid Shadow Legend, there is affinities, and the eternal affinity right over here is like the void affinity, you know. Those are the void legendary, at least that there was in the alpha. So let's start with those one, you know, like I believe void legendary can be more rare, maybe, you know, like eternal legendary. Maybe they are more rares, maybe they are more strong, I don't know for sure, but it's like similar to raid, you know. So from this list, actually, like I want to talk about Zeus for a minute. So Zeus in the alpha was like the most DPS champion. So I don't know if he will be good for PvP, because basically I am looking at a free legendary for PvP. This is how I'm choosing my champion. Of course, I do not know, I mean, if it will be good or not, but this is my reasoning, you know. I'm not sure if Zeus will be strong in PvP, but I mean he can do damage. Basically, he did a lot of damage in the alpha. Hopefully he will do some damage. He has an aura, 40% attack in all battle, A1, that is basically a single target attack. Actually in GODFORGE it's not A1, A2, it's a basic ability and core ability. And both of his ability of Zeus is basically a damage dealer but a single target. And his ultimate, which is kind of different in GODFORGE, I cannot explain it like at the moment, but basically you charge your ultimate and when it's ready you can use it. The ultimate is basically another like single target attack, but also an ally attack, you know, all the allies join in the attack. Might be very strong. And another very good thing about Zeus is the imprint. So every champion has a passive, you know, and the passive can be an imprint. You can see it on the lower side of the screen. Basically you can take a passive of every champion and like snatch it to a weapon, and if you use that weapon on the champion, then you have a weaker version of that imprint, of that passive. So in terms of Zeus, the weaker version is increase the damage of all ally by 10%. And if the ally is from Olympus faction, it's a double, it's 20. That looks like a very strong imprint. And if you remember from this minigame, you can get a 1 free imprint, you know, if you have 25,000 ether. So for now I do not have Zeus here, but I think Zeus is one of my top priority imprint to choose. So if I will see it, I might choose it. Yeah, so Zeus is also like a legendary, looks like a very decent choice actually to pick. If you see Zeus on your minigame, I believe it's good to lock him out and use him. Another good choice in my, at least for me, especially since I'm thinking about PvP and I'm thinking about speed, you know, speed in PvP, is Aphrodite. She's another eternal champion. She's a legendary, of course, and what I found to be good at her kit is the fact that firstly she gives a speed aura and she gives speed boost and stuff like this, but also with her core ability that you can just use, you know, wherever she get a turn, she give one target increased speed and increased initiative. Initiative is basically increase the time that you need to take from you to get your ultimate, okay? But she also get an extra turn, and with her A1 she attack one enemy and the ally with the increased speed and the increased initiative will join in the attack. So I think the combo of this champion, if she's very fast, is doing her core ability, give a specific nuker the increased speed and increased initiative, perhaps Zeus, you know, Zeus is a nuker. Then she use her basic ability, she attack a key champion in PvP, of course, and the nuker join in the attack and perhaps kill that champion. So that could be very good. And also I believe it's good to look at champions that have a very strong basic ability, because if they will join in the attack of Aphrodite with their basic ability, so if the basic ability is very strong, I mean, that's a very, very good bonus. So this is Aphrodite, I believe also like a good option, you know. So also in terms of the eternal champions, there is Odin. Odin, I believe, is like the CC champion. I think about him as the CC champion. Basically, his basic abilities can put some debuff, you know, and his core abilities also can put confuse and corrupt, some disables, you know. I think about Odin as a disabled dude. It's not like my top priority choice actually. I did play with him a little bit in the alpha. I was lucky enough to get him, but it's not my top priority. I mostly want Zeus or maybe Aphrodite. Also there is Sphinx. I will press here. This is Sphinx, kinda like the protective champion, and the defense, she can protect your team. The core ability is putting a resist up, at least on her, and also she can put vanish. It's like basically like veil in terms of Raid Shadow Legend on the ally. She's like the protective champion. I don't know if I like her, you know, but she's one option. And yeah, there is some more options, you know. If we take out the eternal affinity thing, then these are basically the legendaries that was at least in the alpha. Of course there will be more legendaries to choose from, and Hell Hades, Simon, the creator of this game, basically he did a video about some of the new legendary of the kit of the new legendary that will be an option in this mini game, so you can check it out. And actually I will talk about one or two from that list, but let's for now focus on the champion that was in the alpha. And I guess I will want to tell you about a few of them. So I want to tell you about Continental, which can be maybe very strong for Arena. I do not know for sure, but maybe. She reminds me of Marichka from Raid Shadow Legend, because the passive of this champion is close to the Marichka passive. When she died, random two allies will get revived. But there is a caveat here, a curl once per wave. So maybe in PvP that means that can only happen one time. So it's not exactly like Marichka, you know, that Marichka, she can die and revive. Then if you have a revive on your team, you revive Marichka, and the cycle, you know, is continuing, never ending loop. I do not think it works the same with Continental, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. And again, the imprint also something that can be very, very strong. If you see the imprint right over here, when this hero is defeated, revive 2 allies, basically less HP they're getting and less, you know, initiative and stuff like this. But honestly, I believe this imprint is also very, very strong. So you go back again to the mini game. Yeah, so again, imprint, maybe if you see Continental here, think about keeping it. So this guy is one of an option for me, maybe for PvP. And I think if I see it, I will lock him in. Another thing that I want to talk about is Heimdall. This guy, Heimdall, this guy was very strong during the alpha as a protective champion, a defense protective, very, very strong. Give you a very, very big shield with his core ability, very big shield, I think. Yeah, it's the core. No, it's the ultimate, sorry. The ultimate give you a big shield. The core give you a retaliate, which is basically like counter attack from Raid Shadow Legend, but is a full team counter attack, full team retaliate. So yeah, this guy can also be strong. I do not know if for PvP, but maybe will. I mean, protective plus counter attack, full team. This is also a cool thing to think about. I also wanna give a shout out to Hercules. I played with Hercules during the alpha and I like it. I do not know if it will be again good for PvP. It seems like it will be better for PvE. He has like a, I think, enemy max HP ability, if I remember correct. Yeah, the acid is kind of an enemy max HP. And he also have a cheat death mechanic actually, that if he get a fatal blow, he prevent his death. But I don't know if it will work in PvP as best as we think about it. I mean, of course, fatal, like cheat death mechanic is good for PvP, right? We know that from Raid Shadow Legend. But I don't know, maybe you're good. Hercules is another option, you can think about it. Also, the imprint of Hercules can be good, you know, prevent this hero death. Basically only give him 50% HP instead of 100 that Hercules got. So yeah, again, the imprint is also a good option of Hercules. Cool champion. And yeah, there's a bunch of things. I guess the last one I will talk about is Shemnash. Shemnash also has an ally attack similar to Zeus, you know. Zeus bring ally attack on his ultimate. Shemnash bring the ally attack on his core ability, so perhaps it's better. And with ultimate is revive, actually. Revive a random ally with his ultimate. So Shemnash is actually also is a good champion and a candidate for you to pick if you see it. Yeah, and of course there's a bunch of epics, you know, and rare, but I do not think it's good, you know, to pick those ones. I will tell you, I guess, about one more champions from here, and that is basically a champion that has a full team revive, which I really love, and that's Isis. Isis, you know, think about champion, you know, in Raid Shadow Legend like Duchess, you know, just because you know the AoE revive, that's it. But I don't know, Isis is also like a defense type champion, basically, like she can she protect you. You have an aura of resistance, she give you shield, she give you defense up, and with her ultimate, you can revive all allies with 50% turn meter, 50% HP. So that may be very strong. Or passive, the passive of this champion, at the start of this hero turns, remove all debuff and disable from the ally with the lowest HP, then heal him equal to 10% of this hero max HP. So it's like a cleanse plus a heal. Okay, so now we can see the video that Simon or El Hades did about the other legendary champions, you know, that is in the mix here. And I want to talk about only like one or two of them, not a lot. I want to talk about Freya. But let's see if we can get Freya here. Alright, so this is Freya. And what I liked about her is the fact that she can, it seems like she can do an instant turn with her core ability. Let's see.
Freya's got Addict to the Veneer. Equalize one ally's turn meter equal to the enemy with the highest turn meter. Then increase the turn meter of all allies by 20%.
Alright, so you see what he says there? If you equalize the turn meter of one ally with the highest enemy one, okay, and then you give all ally a plus 20 turn meter, that means that basically that ally that you equalize the turn meter supposed to get an instant turn. So that's kind of a cool thing. Maybe it will be good. That's why I wanted to talk about Freya. I want to talk also about Vivian, Lady of the Lake. So let's find Vivian, Lady of the Lake here.
Vivian, the Lady of the Lake.
All right, Vivian,
okay, the core. Place attack up and defense up on all allies for 2 turns and increase duration of buffs by 1 turn. And in the ult, full cleanse, all disables gone and debuffs gone.
Alright, so why I like Vivian? She reminds me a bit of Freya from Raid Shadow Legend, you know, or maybe like Donatello to some extent. Basically the full cleanse. I mean, an ultimate ability that full cleanse your allies seems very strong. Then give you like an ally attack, again, as Shemnash has and Zeus has, the ally attack. So it's kind of cool. And also increase the turn meter of all allies by 20%. That if only the target is killed from the ally attack. So yeah, this girl also seems like a very, I wanted to mention her, Vivian, Lady of the Lake. So maybe if you see her, you can maybe get her. There's one champion, I think Luna Brush maybe, I don't know. that seems maybe to be a potential ton DPS. See if we can see her. Okay, this is the
attacked all enemies, 350% attack, 3.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. Maybe this is not correct, I don't know, because it's read over here, attack all enemies 3 times, and the multiplier is 350% attack. So that seems to be a very, very strong hit. You know, think about Marius, attack all enemies 3 times, might be it, you know. So maybe this champion is basically a very, very strong nuker, a Luna Barrage. So this is another option that I wanted to mention in the video. And I believe lastly, the last champion I'm going to mention is dum dum. Drum roll, please.
Okay, Sun Wukong. Place attack up 2 on this hero for 2 turns, then attacks all enemies. For each buff on this hero, increase the damage inflicted by 10%. And then the ult, clone Rampage.
Right, so this is why I wanted Sun Wukong. In his alternate ability, he will do an 8 attacks random. So if there is a bunch of allies, you cannot know which enemy. Sorry, if there's a bunch of enemies, you do not know how the hits will go. So it's kind of bad. But if you fight in one enemy and you hit 8 times, that could be very, very strong, you know. If you think about, maybe there is a dungeon like, you know, Fire Knight in Raid Shadow Legend that you need to take away a shield with a bunch of hit, then Sun Wukong here can be super good for that dungeon. But you know, maybe in GODFORGE there is more champions that are doing a lot of hits. I think I saw at least another legendary with 7 hits, or I don't know. Sun Wukong basically is a very strong at least an IP champion, so you kind of be, you know, you can kind of think that this champion might be strong anyway, right? Because it's an IP and people like this champion, so maybe GODFORGE want to make him strong, but who knows, you know. Anyway, I guess those were the champions that I wanted to talk about in this video. We will go back here to this mini game, and I will give you all a big caveat, okay, peeps. Super honest, you know, I just tell you my own opinion, okay? It's not like I know for sure what's strong and what's not. It's not like, you know, only I know what's better. I mean, I don't know, I like playing it. It's not hardcore. I'm not playing it hardcore. I just excited about GODFORGE. I have my own reason to be excited because of the normalized PvP mode that Raid Shadow Legend does not have. That, for me at least, a big minus for Raid Shadow Legend. And when the game will come out, I will try it and I will play it, and hopefully I will love it also. Who knows? I mean, bunch of games, you know, rise and down, you know, like King Arthur just shut down, and Dragonair also was I don't know, a time that it shut down and stuff. And I think some other champions, you know, they go up and then they go down in flames. So maybe GODFORGE also, who knows? But at least for now, as a free-to-play, I will support them. Of course, not with money, just free-to-play. And I like it. And I also like the idea of getting like a new portrait that nobody else will have. That portrait is kind of cool. Bluish, I love it. So peeps, again, as I said at the start, you have, if you want to jump into this wagon, go to the website of Fateless. Start this minigame, log in 20 days at least between now until the end of January, and get yourself hopefully a cool new free legendary to start the GODFORGE game. And peeps, that's it. I'm excited about GODFORGE. I'm loving it. So hopefully the game will not disappoint me. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me everything you want in the comment. I'm here to hear. If you want, I don't know, a different stuff about GODFORGE, tell me. I can maybe think about trying and get more details about the champions, about the imprint, the weapon systems. You know, there's not much to learn and to know and to, you know, discover about this game. Anyway, peeps, that's it. Thank you so much again for watching. See you in the next one, peeps. Bye bye.